Talk Rugby podcast. As you've been aware, rugby is happening everywhere.
Abel Musoke, who completes his tackle. Magomu, yet again, finds Angulo, and the offload is complete. The intercept goes to Paul Masandi. He will run. That should be it. Oh, that should be it. Oh my God, Namiriango College. Very.
Thank you very much for your input. Straight to the Lions test, the Lions tour. It's upon us now. The build-up games are done. Both teams seem ready to give us a show. And it's a very unusual tour, I must say. On the Lions side, they have Finn Russell injured, and Bigger and Liam Williams were earlier today cleared because Liam actually passed his head injury test. What do you guys expect on the first day of the game? Because this first game, the first test match of the official test series, is going to be a cracker. I'll start with Sam.
Yes, it's that week. Yeah, test week is on. We saw from the first game between South Africa A and the Lions. It gave us a brief insight of what we can we can expect from the coming game this weekend. We are really excited. We want to see which part they're going to select, because we are having speculations here and there, but we are still not sure of which teams are going to be selected. But someone talked about the point of Aluwain Jones being rushed back to the team, the Lions squad, and I think he was rushed back. So it may backfire, or it may work out for the Lions. South Africa is struggling with the number 10 position, by the way. So in case like Pollard is out, people are looking at Monet staying. But from that game between South Africa A and the Lions, you saw Steyn was almost not really so involved into the game. He was more just kicking the ball away. His involvement was very minimal. And we've seen Yantis has been, he has been funny of late. He has not yet picked up his form. So the number 10 position for the Springboks is a bit shaky. So if Pollard is away, it may not go well for us. But also the Lions are also not very that comfortable with that position, because if you have Bigger, I'm expecting him to play 12. So they also have the options are not the best. But still, we look forward to the test this weekend.
Okay, I'm fine. Before I bring you, about 26 players from the South African team had coronavirus, and this involved Mapimpi as well. Mapimpi played well in Japan. He was bossing around guys. But now, here we have South Africa with its depth being questioned. Both coaches in the build-up games have been keeping their cards close to their chest, with Warren Gatland playing about 50% of the people we expect to start on the official day of the first test series. What do you make of this? I guess I know the Lions have very good enforcement. Their bench will be rock solid. So, wait on that.
Honestly, after the South Africa A match, when the Lions lost, I thought that now the series has started, and I expected that South Africa will now organize itself, only to get the Stormers, all the Bulls, I think, on the weekend, and then South Africa A is demolished. Then, and I wish you saw the way they played. Then I just say this South Africa A team must be bogus in my mind, but then I was corrected. The Lions, on the other hand, get an injury to Farrell and to Russell, and I'm thinking, wow, we are doomed, and the Lions this time have also gone back. And then they get a blessing in Marcus Smith. I don't know if everyone doesn't want to say the I know somebody is avoiding the topic. This kid has had a brilliant 3 weeks, and only 3 weeks, by the way. I don't know if God can touch you for 3 weeks and you be anybody who has luck. I think Marcus Smith is one lucky son of a lady out there, because he wins, he goes and plays this final with extra chips, wins the match, then makes a debut with England, I think against Canada, has a brilliant show, and in the 3rd week he's summoned to the Lions, and we definitely saw what he did. I think it was the first brilliant debut for a number 10, and his good step being a trademark would be lovely to watch in the test match. I don't know if my Gatland can risk him. I know he's old guns like me, so I expect bigger and to start. But Marcus Smith is a talent that, if thrown in the pan, I'm sure the line speed and defense of South Africa will definitely have challenges. Alwyn Jones, sorry, I wonder why he came back, and now I'm also joining Summer, because after seeing what the team had before when he went off, it looks like they did not need him at all, because when you see Beard, after the show Beard put in on the weekend, when you see the guys who are Mario Todd did not play this weekend, if you see Johnny Rose didn't play this weekend, but if you see that all the tries actually came, I think, from the scrum, majority of the tries came from the scrum, obviously, except Reece Zammit. It was a brilliant watch. And in fact, I will throw this one to Summer. Watson, I had forgotten about Watson. This Watson man looks to be having a fire in the belly. He's a small man, but when he gets the ball, it's very difficult to put that. I had already given the number to Curry, but after Watson's show on the weekend, I'm also now, honestly, if I was in Gatland's shoes, I would keep those cards actually not close to the chest, but even inside the shirt, just to feel them, because it's going to be, I think, for me as a coach, his decisions, his selection will be one of the hardest any coach has had to make, because the players are firing. Oh, it is brilliant. I just love the competition in the team. Watson has he put his hand up for a number on the weekend. I really think, and even the hooking position, I'll put it to Summer. I know he knows after he saw Sam Dickey putting up some good positions. I don't know what's your take on the starting team for the Lions? Because for me, really, right now, even the props, all of them have put up their hand, apart from Marco Vinapola. I think
Marco was bullied by Shaq's prop the whole game.
Yes, that's why I say that except him, I think the rest can be under the bus. So what do you think about the Lions team? I think they're the team. You're the one who follows the Gallagher Premiership most.
Bayo, I want Summer to base his team thoughts on the various pairings. What shall we see in the midfield? What will be the 90 connection? Who are likely to be the back three and the forwards? Just give us a brief picture before I ask you about what you think about South Africa. Now that Africa is unsure about their number 8, and yeah.
Of course, rugby is about combinations. So
even the number 8 position.
Some of the combinations you're going to look at is maybe the front row. Of course, I expect Ed Falong to have that number 3 there. That looks more of the most assured numbers. Marco Vinapola has been shaky.
Marco is out. Marco is out.
I doubt he'll be doing anything. But one of the positions which is a bit important is the number 2. Ken Owens has played very well. Yeah.
Yes.
Luka Ndiki is playing very well. Jamie George, when he comes on, is doing well. So that's the position which is a bit tricky. But
even Dickey was man of the match on Saturday.
Yes,
Don't
yes.
Our Dickey.
But I think when he's going to go with Ken Owens, that's my thought. That's my thought.
He's his man from Wales. I agree.
Yeah, and then when you look at the second row, me personally, I would go with Tad Bain and Murray Itoje to start, because Tad Bain has had a very good tour. Yeah, he has been on form, and I would play him at second row. Then I would look at the flankers. Of course, I would give Hamish Watson my number 7. He has been so industrious, like from way back, and I can't believe we're having a debate on whether he should be on the Lions or not. That was a very funny debate because the man has put in a very strong shift. And then of course the number 8, of course, I know it's going to be Faletau.
What about number 6? What about number 6? Okay.
Number 6, of course, they can put a Tom Curry. They may fix him there, Tom Curry. They may fix him there.
Tom Curry seems to need to be on the pitch.
Yeah, they will fix him at 6 most probably. Though there's also an option of playing Sam Simmons at 6. There's that option.
I think Sam Simmons has put his hand up for number 8. Especially the big ball.
They won't use him ahead of Faletau.
I don't know if Simmons will start summer. I doubt Simmons will start. I think he's an enforcer. He's more of an enforcer. And Gatland would want to use him to come and...
He's not going to start, of course. He's not going to start. But he would come on maybe as a replacement for maybe he could play number 6. He can play number 6. But of course, he will come off the bench. But
you never named number 1. You never named number 1. You started with number 3.
That's a tricky position. That's a tricky position. Because all the guys have been doing well. Yeah, they have been.
Okay, we can continue. Because we didn't know Murray.
That's a big Owen Gardner and his team. Of course, number 9.
You know Murray is at last.
Yeah, Murray, that's obvious. And Bigger is going to start at 10. That
is obvious. That's obvious. Yes.
Then number 11, I'm putting my cousin Duan Van de Mava.
That one is obvious.
Then
the 12 and 13.
Number 12, I'm looking at Owen Farrell. Yeah, I'm looking at Owen Farrell at 12. Or Bandiaki, but most probably Owen Farrell. Then the 13 position also. Chris.
Should be on the bench.
But I think Robbie Henshaw is going to start at 13. Yeah, because Chris Harris has been funny at 13. So I doubt he'll play 13 for the test. Maybe he can come off great, but I think they're going for Robbie Henshaw. Then, of course, 14, that's...
Zammit.
No, not Zammit.
It can't be Josh Adams.
Josh Adams, yeah. It's Josh Adams. Josh Adams at number 14. That. You know, Josh Adams is among the guys who are sure of that number. Yeah?
I know. Now I agree.
Or 14. Though, of course,
he has had a tour.
Yeah. Though, of course, let's not rule out Anthony Watson.
It will be a shock. Watson will be a shock. Honestly,
let's rule him out. Yeah. Let's not rule him out.
It will be a shock for me.
Of course, coaches will always shock you. They will go for guys you don't expect because they are guys. But of course, they will choose Josh Adams ahead of Watson. Then 15, we had the battle of Young Williams and who? Stuart Hogg. But of course, all of us are leaning towards Stuart Hogg. But don't be surprised if Young Williams starts.
I know, I can't rule him out. I can't rule him out. That one I can't rule out Williams.
You know Gatland has got his boys. So if Young Williams starts, I won't be surprised. But we are all, if you're to go form-wise, you're all looking at Stuart Hogg. Yeah, that's my take on the team.
I know Zammit can't start at 20 years old. I just think it will be a big game. But you know, the guy has space. Huh? The guy
is going to play the third test. That's when everything has been decided. And and let me tell you something. If South Africa wins the first test, okay, if the test is at 1-1, and it's the third test which our Zambia is not going to play. So they should rely on the fact that either they would have won the series by the third test or they would have lost it by the third test. That's when it's going to play.
But also, when you see
I want us to look at the strengths of both these teams and their coaches. There's been a bit of banter between Gatland and Rassi. You see, Rassi is this coach who has a personal touch with the players. He has the trust of the players. You're a coach and you know this. You've at times built bonds with these players of yours, yeah, you know how best to do it. And that's what Rassi does. He makes the players play for him and play for a reason. You cannot find a better motivated team than South Africa at all grounds. But then here is Gatland, who is so professional and has a job to execute. Yeah. So what do you think of a side playing for the trust and the love for their coach and the Gatland?
This is one of the most one-sided questions someone has ever put. You first downplay the other one's role, and then you praise your husband. But one thing I can say, I've never seen a water boy that doesn't take water on the pitch. That one we also have to have. We might call it banter, but it's true. You have to take water on the pitch. You must carry water. Basic minimum. We're not denying the instructions. We're not denying the instructions you give. But you must go with the water. I think that's the point that we need also to agree on Sama as an official. Can the water boy come with no water? Can the man delivering a cone come without a cone? You know, we have to also agree to disagree that if you're playing the role, act it out properly. But Rasmus did not. I think Rasmus also was caught offside. He was enjoying giving tips and, you know, though I like the fact that he became a water boy. I don't think that lad at any one point can become a water boy now.
In his suits, eh?
Yes, in his suits. I don't think he can. So, yes, I think it's going to be a good match. For me, one thing that I have realized, except that from the South Africa game match, the line speed defense of the South guys, which they have maintained from the World Cup, which I saw, I think the Lions have managed to match the physicality in the forwards. At least I don't think South Africa will have that expected dominance, which we were expecting. So now the challenge comes to how to unlock that line speed, because, wow, you have mastered that defense. So that's the one challenge. Two, the South Africans seem to be going to use their line out and set piece plays, because clearly Monestein at 10 is not unlocking any doors. Honestly, that one, we really need, the SA guys will need to think outside the box. But Monestein, especially with his performance on South Africa A, I don't think will unlock those. But the rest of the team looked very nice. I think it's going to be a good match for me. I can just hand the baton to Sam, because just now waiting.
Okay. Before you go deeper in what you want to respond about Pius, who do you think is going to win the first test game this Saturday, and who do you think is going to win the series?
As a South African fan, you're giving me a very funny question. But anyway, for the game on Saturday, you know, South Africa is a team which was not built to chase after a score. So if Lions are able to score first and they keep them at bay, they're most likely to win. South Africa is more of a defensive team. Yeah, their play relies on their defense. It's their biggest asset. So if they're able to score you first, just know it's like how they say this guy of soccer, Jose Mourinho and the bus. Yeah. So these guys have translated that into rugby. So if they're able to score first, just know it's going to be hard for you to catch up with the game. So the only thing Lion can do is try and score first. Yeah. But we have to, I think we don't appreciate the South Africa defense very well. Remember the scenario when they're playing South Africa and Lions? At one point, they're 13 against 15. And they maintain their defense. You could see the line speed, and they're still covering, you know. And one thing you should realize about the South African defense is that they never drift. They just cross cover. So it's amazing to watch. When you see it working out, it's a joy to watch. I never thought I would enjoy defense at any one point, but those guys really, they orchestrate it very well. But of course,
except against New Zealand.
You found my people sleeping. My people was funny that day.
It's okay. You just take the L. It's okay.
Guys, Time is not our best ally. I guess, Sama, you have to conclude, and with that conclusion, make your parting shots, and we'll hand over to Pat.
Yes. For me, I think South Africa is going to win 2-1. Yeah, that's the first two series. The Springboks will win it, and then the third series, that's when Russ will be like, let me give these other young boys a chance to try out. That's when Lions will be able to capitalize. So 3-1 to the Boks.
Thank you very much, Sama. Your parting shots, big man.
Clearly, with Sama saying 3-1, he has also counted the South African A win. So clearly, we know they're giving it all there.
I'm sorry, I meant 2-1. I meant 2-1.
I believe whoever wins this first series will take it, because definitely it's going to be difficult for the confidence of teams. One, I expect a boring kicking game with just flashes of brilliance, those moments which we don't expect. So definitely, I am rooting for the Lions as usual, but I'm leaning towards South Africa winning this test. They seem to be clinical in that forum.